going too? Awesome. Can't see, well, you can on YouTube. You can see see Puss's ears, but yeah, he's right here. If we can zoom that back for Facebook. Puss is on. Puss, can you step back a little bit so they can see you? I'll pull the camera back. I'll pull the camera back so everybody can see a little bit of the puss. Because we know. There we go. He's the star. He's the star of the show. If I can get my shit together here, I'll actually have be able to read comments and stuff. And that'll be exciting. All right. There's one. Let's drag that over. And get Facebook up here. And we'll... Actually, I can just see it from here. If somebody comments, I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can see it from here. All right. One thing I forgot that's critical for Cockpit Coffee is got to get my second cup of coffee here. Hey, Bill. How's it going? Yeah, stay warm. Last night was a little brutal. You know, it's the wind. When it's down in the 30s and the wind is blowing hard, it's kind of a suck fest. It cools the boat off really quickly. So, you know, what can you do? Just turn on the heaters. I've got a diesel heater and I've got a electric heater. I don't know. It's not a ceramic heater. It's just an electric little box thing that you turn on. What I do is I try to keep that I keep that on kind of low because I don't want to rack up. I don't want to rack up too much of an electric bill, so I keep that on kind of low or medium, and then I turn the diesel heater on to really get the place kind of warmed up. Oh, Puss, you taking off? Say bye. You gonna come down here? All right, we'll show you down here if you come down here. It's hard if you don't stay on camera though, bud. Hey, how's it going, Mike? Yeah, Mike came and spent the evening with Pixie Cat. It was a little bit chilly while I was away gallivanting in Florida. I kind of wish I was there now. But he, yeah, Mike came over and kept Pickles company. But he, yeah, he needs to. I think I'm just gonna throw him in a car and go down. It's like we're so close to where it's actually warm. It's like, Lisa Vance, how are you guys doing? And the thing is, I you know, talking to Allison. Of course, she's up in Maine right now. There she is. She's up in Maine right now, and that's just it's just brutal up there. I mean, God, I really have. No, I got plenty to complain about. I got plenty to complain about, but Jesus Christ, it's like she's got like negative numbers, you know, for her for her temps. So Surprised you haven't headed back. Well, you know, I would, but it's this one right here is you can't see his head. He kind of looks like a raccoon. Yeah, just get a little bit of him on the shot there. Yeah, see how he likes to burm up with the comforter here with the quilt. -12 overnight. 30 degrees. Oh Jesus! Did you lose heat in the whole building? Because we got shit in storage there that we need to think about. Yeah, that's not good. Well, it wasn't 30 degrees here. It was better than that. I guess I'm still winning. So so what have last time you saw me? I was in Florida. Stuff is fine. Okay. Didn't get that message, but so the I was gonna say I was in Florida. Alli was still in. Oh, the furnace guy's there now. Good. Alli was in Maine. I was relaxing on the lanai with Wendy. I thought it was a warm day out, nice day out. She thought it was a bit chilly, but it was like 60 something, I think. But yeah, had a great trip down there. It was a little rushed, and you know, a lot going on, but and thanks to Wendy though, that was just a treat staying with her and not having to worry about that. I did something new. I rented a car off Turo. I don't know if you know what that is. That's a it's like Airbnb for cars. People just rent their extra cars out. Yeah, so the it was really neat. Yeah, they left the car right at the airport parking lot. They unlocked it remotely. I just walked up, the keys were in the console, and I took off. I came back, left the keys in the console, messaged them, and they locked it remotely. Done and done. It was so no hassle, no bullshit. Paid right on the app with my debit card. Didn't have to worry about like securing a credit card or all that. Insurances were all taken care of. Everything. It was so much easier than renting a car. So much easier, and way more convenient. We didn't have to wait in line. I didn't have to talk to people. But I will say that everyone, well, like every car rental agency, but every person is different. You know, of course, you know, some of them are good communicators. Like the first guy I got wasn't communicating with me at all, and it was my first time. And so I'm like, I'm sorry, bud, but you know, you can cancel a trip within like, if it's before, 24 hours, before 24 hours. And I was like, I'm sorry, but I got to cancel this because I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where, I need some guidance here because it's my first time. Hope you understand. He was cool. But the second people I got, some of these people like form like these little ad hoc like companies, and there'll be like 3 or 4 of them that get together and like have like this one company, and it's and that's what I got involved with. And my car the car I rented wasn't available because somebody didn't return it yet, which is, I guess, is a, you know, a thing when you're dealing with, you know, private, you know, individuals and stuff. But the they messaged me and said, "Hey, we don't have your car, but is this one okay?" And it was like this BMW friggin' thing that, you know, I wouldn't want to have paid for, but it was free upgrade. So I was like, absolutely. So I guess that was somebody else's car in that group that offered up that solution, and yeah, they took care of me. And you know, like I said, you know, aside from a few messages, I didn't have to sit there and people and yeah, it was really great. Saw 3 boats while I was down there. They were all, every one of them was a Manta 40. So there are 3 boats currently for, actually there are technically 4 boats that I know of for sale in the West Coast, Punta Gorda, environs, that area, which is crazy. And it's a boat we're interested in, so it's great for us. The first boat we saw was a private seller. It was friggin' the guy who's living on it with his family. He's just moving off it, so he's in the process of moving off it right now, because he's got 2 kids and his wife could pop at any time now. So he's finding something else to do, someplace else to live for a little while until they you know, stabilize. He said that having a toddler on board was, yeah, it was it could be rough at times. It was nice, but it could be a little rough. So he that's why they're just kind of taking a break for a couple years. I don't blame them. You know, plus, you know, Manta 40s are great boats, but then when we fill them up with kids, it's like, oh, okay, where do we put everything and everybody? But it was really cool because they have those, you know, the Manta 40s are the ones that have that big structure on back, kind of like we do, but like across a whole wide catamaran, and it's rugged as shit. You know, I could swing on. And so it's basically, that was a jungle gym for the kids. They had swings and all sorts of things, you know, hanging off this, you know, hanging off this structure in the cockpit, and the kids were like, you know, swinging back and forth, and it was like a little tire swing, but it wasn't a tire, it was a, you know, a little disc. And there was another like sort of mini hammock that they sat in, and another swinging thing. I mean, what a great, it was kids were having a friggin' blast. It was a great boat too. It did have one fatal flaw, which I think is going to take it off our list. Is we didn't, nobody's saying anything. That's making me paranoid. Oh, that's because, no, okay. Yeah, it's it has a leak in the fuel tank, and the fuel tanks are only accessible by completely cutting off the cockpit sole, which is kind of a big operation. So I have to look into what am I dealing with that. I mean, Jesus, putting the tankage in a place where you can't, you know, I understand if you have to take apart some things, because tankage is huge, usually. For a cruising boat, it should be. But holy crap, that was just, for a boat that was so well thought out for cruising, just so well thought out for cruising, you couldn't have put, you know, like made 2 smaller tanks and had them with hatch access. Yeah, just everything else just seemed like it was such a great fit. But yeah, that's going to be a major operation. So we really have to sit down and think about that. The other one I saw two more. One was called Scout, which is one of my favorites right now. It's in our top two. Um, that was just clean, well maintained, um, and that's definitely a contender. Scout is it's a good boat. It really is. Not any major issues, just a few things. So the refrigeration is not working right now. Um, Little things like that. Um, and the other one was a project boat, which I'm not going to entertain. The guy completely wrecked that boat. So um, yeah, he was very proud of it, but it's ready for the scrap heap, unfortunately. But I met this wonderful broker down there, Sydney Collins, and she's been showing me, you know, other boats around there and doing like way more legwork than anybody else has been doing on this. So I think in the future, if we haven't found our boat already, I'm definitely going to be utilizing her services. Yeah, but it's between Scout and right now the Island Spirit, the very first boat we saw when we blew through South Carolina. But anyways, I'm not going to entertain quotation mark. Yeah, I was trying to be kind. I was trying to be kind. Yeah, I won't get into it, but there was nothing bad that happened, but it was just some people just shouldn't be on boats. But hey, Martha. Yeah, some people shouldn't be on boats. Push should be on a boat. He's dead asleep. He is gone. And so what's everybody else up to? I see there's people on here. I'm not seeing much yapping. What's happening? Oh, Pat Levitt's on. Hey, Pat. I'm sitting on. You can't see it on like Facebook so much because we're vertical on YouTube. I'm actually setting off to. So well, part of that is for the puss, but it's like I'm used to just being on one side of the screen, not in the middle of the screen. Because if you don't know, if you haven't been here before, I usually have Allison with me, but she's up in Maine enjoying the luxurious life up there and all the good weather and fun. Just shivering. Yeah. Hibernating. I kind of felt like, Jesus Christ, like my head's screwed up now too. My friggin' head's not working. So, yeah, I've got to deal with, on top of all the other, the cold, the wet, the ice. It's like now I got to go fix my friggin' toilet. So, and that's about as much fun as you think it is. I mean, it's a relatively new toilet. We put it in the past. I replaced all the lines. So, I mean, I replaced everything so I wouldn't have to do this. I mean, I replaced everything, every line, everything. No, not good enough. Then something happened to it, and I replaced the pump, which isn't cheap. I can buy a new Seaflow toilet, the whole thing, for less than I paid for the goddamn replacement pump on this toilet. and an electric head. I could just go buy a new one and put it in there for less than I paid for just the pump. And now it's not working. It's brand new. It's like within months. The pump's working. There's something else going on. So, anyways, I never use a toilet. Well, I was gonna blame it on you, but I guess I can't now. I was gonna say, yeah, Mike. We'll blame it on Pickles. No, I think I don't know. There's something going on. I would say it was the Joker valve, but the Joker valve usually doesn't fail going out. It usually fails by stuff coming back through. So, but that'll be my first suspect is the Joker valve. It's not even fixing it that's so bad. It's the grossness of having to take it apart and whatever. Anyways, that's a future Galen problem. Near future Galen problem, but right now I'm drinking coffee. Yep. So yeah, what's everybody else doing? Lisa, man, you guys, are you on the boat? Are you and Steven on the boat? Because you're on the dock though. So I mean, you like me. I got to say that's brutal. It's like I checked the Seacock. The Seacock was fine. Last time it wouldn't go. I had the guy kind of route out the bottom, and it worked for a while. But that's not where the problem is though now, because I can't get flow to the tank or the even the direct discharge. It's just it can't go either way. So it's somewhere in between there, which leads me to the Joker valve. But how you guys doing on the boat? You guys what do you got for heaters going on? I think you have a diesel heater, don't you? If I remember right. But it is nice to have the electric as like a backup, kind of keeping it baseline, so you're not freezing, I can't run that. I don't trust that diesel heater to run it at night, like when I'm sleeping or anything, or while I'm away. It has a thermostat on it, but number one, it's like tucked way behind. It's in the galley, and where the panel is, it's like heat doesn't get at that too much. It would have to. I mean, I could set it really low, I guess. No, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Diesel heater is 2 space heaters. Well, there you go, girl. Get at it. You're warmer than me. Oh well. If I get too cold, I'll come visit you. Yeah, she can use a toilet that works. Oh my God, what? I just can't keep up with the friggin' stuff on this boat. It's like I'm trying to, gear up and get that transmission fixed, and it's like, oh no, here's something more pressing. Leave yours running all the time and have it set up in your cockpit. Well, that's interesting. Huh. Set up in your cockpit. Cool. Ours is in our engine room, crawl space, Jeffrey's tube, if you're a nerd. Yeah, so it's back there. It's got I put it on its own tank, diesel tank, instead of drawing from the big one. I'm not sure how that would work. They say you can do it. I mean, it has a pump, but I mean, how strong is that pump? Because that's a what, a 4 foot differential. This, you know, I don't want to tax that pump. I would love to see some pictures. Yeah. Is it so? If it's in the cockpit, is it like a temporary setup for what you got? You know, for just being in the colder climates for a little while. I broke my damn rule. This is a problem. Our rule was we have to be south of Titusville by Thanksgiving. We we didn't do that. We didn't get south of Titusville for Thanksgiving. We're we're here. We're north. We're way north of Titusville. And that's where I fucked up. we should be it should be south of Titusville right now. It's like 70. It's in the 80s today down in Stewart. But you're talking about my beard. Remember, what was it? One of Mackenzie's friends, when she was a kid, I don't know, junior high or high school. Remember, he was over to the house. He's like, he just looks at me. He goes, "If I was gonna steal a beard, I'd steal yours." I know you can steal a beard, but Cottywomple. What do they got going on? I don't know. Is Keith still? Are they still on board? Are they on board in Cottywomple? I haven't talked to them in a little bit. I gotta. Yeah, if we get coffee. Semi had a diesel heater like yours, but my main tanks. Yeah, because I mean that's how they're. When you look them up to buy them, they're like truck. They're called truck diesel heaters. You know, where I bought mine, anyways. Yeah, they definitely don't say. They definitely don't say sailboat, but oh, there's Cottywomple. They're on YouTube, scraping off the docks. Is it really bad? Is it icy over there? Yeah. So I've got I didn't go on the docks today yet because it sucks out, but we did have lines. I went out to like dump the old coffee grounds overboard, and I grabbed onto the main sheet, and that was icy. I hate it when lines. Oh my god, that's the thing I hate about cold water sailing is when the friggin' lines freeze up and get stiff, and you. Oh my god, I just. Because you gotta, that's what you gotta hold on to. You gotta grab those and work them, and it's like, oh my god, it just sucks the life out of you. They said they have a thin layer of ice on their docks. Yeah, so that sucks. So I'm gonna be careful when I'm going. It's funny, it's funny down here, and they're doing their best, but. Whenever there's supposed to be like ice or anything that's going to be slippery down here, they specifically here you can tell that they never like really lived in like Maine, or it's interesting. yeah, and they're using like salt on the concrete, and I'm like, that's not gonna work out well for you. Um, but of course they don't, you know, they don't do it enough. I don't think where it's gonna bother it, but if you do that too much, it's gonna start pitting your concrete. Um, but it's interesting to see how they salt things and how they do stuff. But anyways, at least they are doing something though. Everything helps. There's an all-in-one unit. We extended the power cord, connected the hot air into the companionway through a temp drop board. Yeah, okay, cool. All right. So that way you're not committed to having the thing mounted on board, and but it's not taking up space inside, but you're still can, yeah, it's still warm. And if something goes crazy with it, it's out there. So yeah, that's great. That's great. We only had a couple of times where I feared for my life with that. We had a couple times where the exhaust where it is got water in it, and it plugged it up, and so it plugged up the exhaust, so it all like back. I mean, it's basically it's a tiny furnace. It's just like a furnace in your house. It's just, I mean, I don't know if you don't know, the furnace in your house runs on diesel, the same. It's the same shit, marine diesel and heating fuel, same thing, and friggin'. So it's a little tiny furnace, and if you clog it up, the same shit happens that would happen in your house. It's like this black smoke, and I opened up the engine compartment that time, and it was just black smoke, and the friggin' CO alarm went off, and it was magic. It was a magical magical day. 80 on the lanai. Good for you. Good for you, hon. Go Patriots. We got a Pats game today. Is this the big? Is this the pre game, the game before the AFC Championship? I'm thinking. I kind of lost touch with reality or with football. Yeah, I got to get coffee. Just bear with me. Look at the cat. He's cute. Yeah, whenever I move, I can't move without him snapping, wide awake. There we go. A good thing about Alli being up north is I can drink the whole pot by myself. Kitty litter walks well, feisty walkways. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it'll melt it, but it'll give it some grip, that's for sure. This is the AFC Championship game. So who did they end up playing? Who are they playing? I got the entire fucking world encyclopedia, like everything I would ever want, like on my devices, I rely on other people to tell me things. Denver. Oh, Denver. Oh, the Broncos? Really? Huh. All right, I guess that makes sense. Broncos. We're gonna fuck them up. Broncos. That ain't gonna work. Oh, it's in Denver? It don't matter. Wish you were playing in Boston. It'd be more. They were playing in Boston. More fun to watch the snow. So last weekend they played in Boston. Friggin' Wendy sitting there going, I want it to snow so bad. It was snowing, but she wanted to see them be running through like a foot of snow. It got a little snow. The next game got a little snow on the ground. Where was the next? Oh yeah, that game was in New England. Um, yeah, the game we watched was in Denver, was it not? And it was snowing up there too at the time. Oh, maybe yeah, maybe they'll get some snow in Denver. I haven't looked. Yeah, I haven't looked at the forecast. Maybe we'll get some snow up in Denver. If we do that, it'll kind of even things out, right? Because Pats are Pats are used to playing in snow. I don't know. It's like I was saying, you never know where like these guys play college ball either. You know, they could have been like, you know, friggin' Alaska, because that's a big football college place. He gets cranky when I don't move too. He just gets cranky. Cranky. Oh, he's back. Oh, now he's cranky. Crank face. Say hi. No. Poor puss. Oh, he's had enough of my bullshit. I gotta go eat. I gave him some new soft food today. He kind of liked it at first. I don't know if he's gonna go back. It's so funny when he gets down from any place down. He's so careful. I don't know if he thinks the boat's gonna move or. Oh right, Denver has a backup quarterback. Oh, they're screwed. They might as well just forfeit. Just give it up. Just give it up. Well, let's see. I've got really nothing else interesting. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm gonna fix the head. So that's what I'm basically doing now, is stalling until so I don't have to fix the head. That's working out well. So there's that. I got to go get some groceries. Yeah, it's weird. I just got groceries too. It's weird. It's like they can have it 10 to 14 inches coming tonight with a negative 25 wind chill. No, fuck that. No, thank you. Yeah, I got to go get some groceries and fix the head. There's a bunch of other little projects. I was supposed to have the thing for broadcasting here set up already, but that's I keep running into like you know how many look at the whole fucking cords that whole this is all cords and adapters. That's all cords and adapters, and I'll start doing something and I can't do it because I don't have the right damn cord or adapter. It's like, Christ, it's 2026. Can we standardize this shit? Can we just all go to USB-C and just stop and say, okay, enough. We're done. You know, just make everything compatible. Everything runs on this like a USB-A, USB-B, USB-C, and it's just, my God, it's just so many different things. And then, and fucking iPhones are so great in some aspects, and they're just not in the other. And the older ones have that damn lightning port. At least they got smart and switched to USB-C, but the old ones have the friggin' lightning thing, and so I need, in order to broadcast directly from the phone to from my line 6 audio capture to my phone, I have to run a line in, convert it to the lightning bullshit, but I have to do it through an adapter that also I can plug another lightning into that will power that, because it doesn't have an, oh my god, it's so fucked up. It's, and it's just like, it just, if it was USB-C, I could use one cord and just plug it in and be fine. But now, no, we gotta do everything special. But at least in the new iPhones, they smartened up and said, hey, you know what? Maybe we'll just do it like everybody else, just one time. But there are other cool aspects about using that environment that I'm enjoying. So whatever. They got sued for that. Who got sued for that? Apple? Yeah. They probably deserved it. Whatever it was. They deserved it. Yeah, I've in general, you know, I'm probably not telling anybody anything they don't know. I'm finding the Apple products to be, you pay a lot for them, but they're way better quality, like hardware-wise. They're just way better quality. Except for the phones, like the Samsung Galaxy series is just good, if not better, than the iPhones, that's for sure. But, you know, like the earbuds are like ridiculously expensive, but they are way better than like the Sony, whatever. I mean, you can buy really good, you know, really good earphones, I guess. But the stuff that but the stuff that is Apple branded is really good quality. What they get you on, though, is they make it, they engineer their obsolescence through software. So you're not going to be able to use this particular, like, you know, like GarageBand and Logic Pro will only work on these newer generation, you know, iPads and whatnot, unless you get an older, if you had a version of GarageBand before that you'd gotten with an older one, you can still put that on an older. It's screwed up. But if you want to use the newest thing with all the new things and all the bells and whistles, you know, on the software, well, you need the hardware upgrade, because the operating systems won't work on the old hardware, and that's where they engineer their, you know, whereas like so I say Sony's like just as good a quality, but you know, maybe not, because I mean the Sonys will shit the bed in, like, you know, hard use. You know, I think they last us what, 4 or 5 years, and they at most sometimes 3, and then they just start, like, the screens will get shitty. But hey, Steven, hey, thanks for coming on. Yeah, send me some pics if you think about it. Yeah. All right. At this point, I'm just rambling, and if you're still on, what the fuck is wrong with you? For one thing. Number 2, I'm gonna. There's 4 people on YouTube. Who are you? Talk to me. Is it raining out right now? What is that? Is that rain? Huh. Yeah, who are these people? Identify yourself. All right, I'm gonna head out. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for coming on and listening to my bullshit. Um, we'll keep you updated as far as like when Alli is going to be coming back, and boat search. We're gonna actually start posting videos on. You know, that's the other thing I should be doing instead of fixing fucking toilets right now. Is editing videos. So, yeah. So, oh, here's a puss again. He's here to say goodbye. Come here, buddy. Instead of fixing toilets, I should be editing videos of our boat search. We're not making like full-length videos. Oh, if you haven't yet, go to my page and on Facebook and check out Parker. He vlogged his trip to he and Holly their trip to Bangkok, Thailand, and that's fun. Watch them what they're doing in Thailand, and they just put up their first video, and it was basically the trip over in their first day, and yeah, it was kind of a suck fest going over there, I guess. I mean, it's like what, 28 hours or something on air. Really, buddy? The cat's turned on the lights. Is that like? Are you like the bouncer in the bar? You're turning on all the lights. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Your boring conversations will be just as boring out on the street. Get out of here. Oh well. Thank you, Lisa and Steve. I'll check that out. Yeah, you too. Stay warm, Becky. Yeah, last call. Puss, is it last call? Now you coming back? What did you need the light for? What are you doing? Yeah, he's just up there, turning lights on, staring at me. Oh well. All right, buddy, you gonna come down, say a quick goodbye? Yeah, he's in his I'm getting into shit mode. So yeah. Can I turn the light off? No. Alright. Alright. We'll see you guys. And we'll, like I said, we'll keep you updated when things going on. If next week, if Allie's not here, we're probably I'm gonna try to do some sort of simulcast. Oh, there he is. Here's the puss. Try to do some sort of simulcast. Do something different, because I mean, Christ, you can only listen to me so long. Maybe I'll do like a, I know what I'll do. I'll do like a little music thing, music talk thing. Be kind of fun. But at least you had Puss for this one, right? That's good. All right, buddy. Can you say goodbye to everybody? Say goodbye. All right. See you guys. Well.